Reed with the rebound. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Ryan?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
And just muscling it in. George, very aggressive.
When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Stan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Jackson on the wing. George outside. From downtown. Reed with the rebound. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Utah's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Markkanen for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? George drives in. And George with the jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Reed, good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
George finds Kessler. To the inside. And there's Bailey. That one's good. On the assist by Kessler.
Yeah, attacking in the lane. I like that. Bailey not just hanging out on the perimeter.
Reed passes to Smith. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Keontae George. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Jazz.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Anderson's checked in for Reed. Shannon comes in for Randall. And Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for McDaniels.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling into the story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans, but all-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back.
He can heat up in a hurry. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Smith. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. DiVincenzo finds Anderson. Over Nurk. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switch here also for Utah. George, he's checked in for Collier. Jazz trail by 9. DiVincenzo and Edwards on the perimeter. Then it's Smith. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Shannon in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Anderson gets the bucket. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one. For 3, George. Utah gets it back. And Bailey gets it to go. Bailey's got his 2nd basket.
And that's a key bucket for Bailey, showing he can make a difference on the glass.
And the bucket is good.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's George. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Well, he's such a natural talent. has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
A nice shot by Smith.
Well, that's part of the value of DiVincenzo. He can run offense and set up others.
Here's George. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
A nice shot by Smith.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Chalk up 2 there.
Easy to see the kind of impact George is going to have in this league. Already so productive.
And Shannon gets it to go.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
And that's going to be a travel. And the Timberwolves making a change here.
Substitution for the Timberwolves.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback.
38.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You got to like what Keontae George has done in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's George, and it's Bailey in at the 2 spot. Outside McDaniels, and it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the play.
Shot clock at 2. There's Jackson with the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Randall. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's George. Gets a very good look and converts. George has got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, George has been just merciless on offense. He's not holding back at all.
Smith no good. Jazz trail by 18. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Bailey, covered by Smith. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Bailey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And with the ability to rise up above defenders, Bailey is a problem.
Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Pass to Reed, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
He was all over it.
Here's George. We've got Smith. He's out there with Bones Highland. Kyle Anderson is out there with Edwards. And it's Shannon in at the 4-man spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Just 4 to shoot. George, good. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Anderson passes to Smith. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
It's wide right, hits off the rim.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Good D by Kessler. The Jazz have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. George with another miss. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Edwards against George. Edwards, a pass to Smith. He got a piece of it.
Well, there's Markkanen putting his 7-foot frame to use with the block.
And he lobs it up and finished off by Kessler.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
Here's Anderson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. We'll stand now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now. What do you think about it?
Well, B.A., I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
Naz Reid's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley comes in for Highland. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kessler. Filipowski comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Sensabaugh is checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Collier in for Bailey. Here's Filipowski. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others. Just beautiful basketball.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Filipowski.
Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
Inside, here's Smith. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
At the line for Minnesota, Smith taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Smith hits them both. There's 18 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Nurkic. Up top, George. Count the basket.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
I can see that from a mile away. See it. You can step my money about a mile away. Stack it. I got 3 white like a mink coat with them rolls like a Sharpay. And all of my call them Barbies. She looking back like I'm flexing, baby, no way. And lately I've been on that. We got London on the train. Me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a check, I got a check. Yeah, I got me a check, I got a check. Yeah, money on my mind, I got money on my brain. Money in my pants, I got money, I got change. 20, 50, 100 million, man. On a dollar, streaming, reading, Gucci, man. If I need some rats, I'ma flip me some. I talk like I want it, she don't say nothing back. If pull up, I put that in my, or I put that in my. Call a shorty, made up my brody. If you don't owe me, they'll act like you owe me. I promise I won't ever quit Kobe. Young thugger, I with me, that bitch, you know me, young thugger. Yeah, she shining like butter. From Chicago, I call her Young Cutler. Leave it to people, I pull up in Billy's with London. They all wanna meet. Yeah, they all wanna greet them. Then they all wanna. No, they won't tease on that. They won't read on that. They won't leash on that. Don't Felicia that. Mama see to that. They won't snitch on that. She can't secret that. Mama a beast on that. If she bad, I'ma go in 4 season that. What? Me a check, I got a check.
Our rap party continues, and today I'm joined by GHA Curry and Uncle Demi to play some 3v3 Park. How we feeling, fellas?
I'm ready to rock and roll, man. I'm ready to knock knock some people off, man. That's the whole goal here today.
I love the energy. I'm ready.
Let's meet the visiting team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. At power forward, let's bring up at point guard, standing 6'2", number 22.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Anthony Edwards out there with Smith. Then there's Naz Reid. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Shannon in at the small forward. And for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Then it's Malik Monk. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Carter in at the 1. Well, Stan, it's still pretty early in the year. But when do those alarm bells start to go off in the coach's mind?
Well, those alarms seem to go off once a game, if you ask me. But looking at the bigger picture, coaches are watching for trends. You don't want to be a team that's going on losing streaks.
Here's Carter, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game now. The first free throw is good. And so Carter nails them both. Here's Smith. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Doug Christie. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back over to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. We've seen Anthony Edwards dramatically increase his rate of three-point attempts.
Yeah, Brian, while also increasing his percentage. It makes him that much more dangerous as a scorer. We know he can finish around the rim, and that creates a pick-your-poison situation for the defense.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. So it's Minnesota now. 4-point game. Back to Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Fires the 3. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. To the middle. Here's Murray. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
You're roughing Murray up a little in there, but he's built to take punishment and can still deliver.
Reid passes to Smith. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the night. Smith hits them both. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Monk looking around. Pass to DeRozan. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul.
Kyle Anderson.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so here's Sacramento. They lead by 4. Carter, good.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
And so MP will bring it up for Minnesota. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defense that's showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Pass to DeRozan. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. Number 1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Well, what you have to love about Edwards is his drive. This is a guy that wants to be an all-time great when it's all said and done.
The duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. And it's Carter in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
The defense is there, but Reed is strong-willed, and he is up to the challenge.
Ooh, stolen by Smith. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's DeRozan over Edwards. Too easy for DeRozan.
Well, when you have great form like DeRozan, you can take a little bump on a shot and still drop it in.
A nice shot by Smith.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Kings trail by 7. Here's DeRozan, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Over Edwards, and it's DeRozan missing. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist by Smith. DiVincenzo's got 14. And it's Levine with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. On the attack, Carter shoots from the right block. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And you hear a lot about Murray's activity, especially on the glass. I mean, he never stops working. Gets a lot of second chance points opportunities.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Back to you.
Tremendous support. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Smith finds Anderson. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. And it's an 11-point Minnesota lead. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Carter, good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Ooh, stolen by Murray.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on.
And So it's Minnesota with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be back in a moment. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for Dante DiVincenzo.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
On the court for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Smith. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Shannon in at the 3. Kings trail by 9. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. He shoots. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either. Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
DeRozan passes to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Wait, big finish, big time, and man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the